A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man, Donovan Sharp.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharp, and welcome to the 555th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. We are brought to you by Gorilla Mind Rush, the #1 non-habit forming supplement for energy, focus, and concentration on the market. Be hyper-productive and laser-focused for hours with zero crash. Support your productivity and support the show by going to donovansharp.com/Gorilla Mind Rush. Again, that is donovansharp.com/Gorilla Mind Rush to get your hands on a bottle or two. The link is in the description as well as in the chat. It is Monday, February 17th, 2020. It is good to have you guys in today. Hope you guys had a nice, restful weekend. Hopefully my patrons followed my 3 rules for Valentine's night, which is number 1, wrap your junk. Number 2, get an Uber. And number 3, send that morning after text to avoid, of course, number 1, a Thanksgiving baby. Number 2, a DUI. And number 3, an impending sexual assault trial. You guys can find that information on patreon.com/Donovan Sharp. We are streaming live to YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, VK, and OK.ru. I'm still in Facebook jail, and Restream is actually having some technical difficulties with SharpStream, and hopefully that gets resolved here rather quickly. So however you're watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharp Reality Live a part of your daily routine. Today's episode will be uploaded to sharpstream.com. So in the event of my channel being taken down, you can go to sharpstream.com to access today's episodes as well as other episodes that are not available on YouTube. If you want the podcast version of TSR Live, go to patreon.com/Donovan Sharp to get your hands on the audio podcast version of the show so that you can listen on the go or at your leisure. I'm going to open up the phone lines a little bit later on in the show to get your thoughts on today's topic, so make sure you guys stick around for that. The call-in number will be posted in the chat, and it will also be on your screen, so be sure to keep an eye on that. So let's go ahead and get right to it here. In 1964, United States Supreme Court Justice Porter Stewart was on a panel for a case, Jacobellis versus Ohio, in a First Amendment-inspired case centering around a 1958 film entitled The Lovers. Now, the long and the short of the case was that the film had a sex scene that was extremely graphic in nature and described by some as pornographic. Now, Porter Stewart himself, the justice, he didn't think so, and he expressed his subjective opinion on hardcore pornography in a way that became something of a landmark and validated view of what exactly pornography was, when he famously stated, "I know it when I see it," right? The case resulted in Justice Stewart's subjective definition of hardcore pornography when he said, "I shall not today attempt further to define the kinds of material I understand to be embraced within that shorthand description," which of course was hardcore pornography, "and perhaps I could never succeed in intelligibly doing so, but I know it when I see it." Now, the same could be said about a lot of things that we encounter during our everyday lives. So for example, if someone is being an asshole to a woman, right, we ask ourselves, is he being attractive? Is he being rude? Or is he being abusive? Now, obviously, that depends on the context, depends on the man, depends on the woman, but the very definition of rude in this day and age is indeed highly subjective. Here's another example. Is a plant-based diet better for you for your overall health than a ketogenic diet? Again, many factors at play, such as a person's goals. Do they want to lose fat or do they want to gain muscle? Do they want to improve athletic performance? Do they want to improve physical strength or achieve a highly aesthetically pleasing physique? The keto versus plant-based diet debate is highly subjective. But there is one question that we have all been faced with in our relationships with our significant others, and it has ended and incidentally started relationships. whether said relationships are known publicly or not, if you know there. And that question is, what exactly is flirting? What constitute as flirtatious behavior between two people? Now, the definition of flirting is to, quote, behave as though attracted to or trying to attract someone, but for the amusement rather than with serious intentions. And that last line, but for amusement rather than with serious intentions, is where the subjectivity creeps in. And I'll let you guys know why. I'll tell you guys why. When a man sees his wife or girlfriend engaging in what he believes is flirtatious behavior, something inside of him twinges. Okay? He doesn't like the behavior that she's exhibiting because he sees her behaving as though she is attracted to someone and is trying to attract that guy. The problem is that when he confronts his woman about it, she usually does one of two things. She either A, denies your accusation completely by telling you that she was not flirting, or B, characterizes her flirting as just being friendly. We've all been there before. Well, option B is where women create that margin to get away with behaviors that are conducive to infidelity. Is going to lunch with Kevin and Sales flirtatious behavior? Is joking around with Dave, the unemployed garage band guitar player, about her tramp stamp tattoo flirtatious behavior? Or is it harmless fun? Is texting back and forth with her ex-boyfriend, Chris the cocaine dealer, about the good old days flirting? Or is it just reminiscing about days past? Now, anyone watching this particular show knows the answer to all three of those scenarios. Of course it's flirting. But women watching would say, well, maybe her and Kevin are just good friends and like having lunch together. There's nothing wrong with joking about a male's friends about a tattoo you regret, right? He's an ex-boyfriend for a reason, so there's nothing to worry about if we're just texting. What gives women permission to use these tactics is the highly subjective definition of flirtatious behavior here in 2020, guys. This is what we're up against. Now, 60 plus years ago, married women didn't go to lunch with persons of the opposite sex they weren't married to. They didn't show parts of their bodies to men other than their husbands, and keeping in contact with her ex was completely out of the question. So now we ask, why are behaviors that were clearly seen as flirtatious back then considered to be harmless and friendly today? Now, there are obviously many answers, but the biggest culprit in terms of normalizing behaviors that threaten relationships is the subjectivity with which this conduct is viewed in this day and age. Now, we all know that women know damn well what flirting is and what it is not, but they feign ignorance to escape accountability and to give themselves permission to continue engaging in this activity. Okay, Donovan, well, since you're such an expert, why don't you define what flirting is? I can't define what flirting is, but I know it when I see it. Which brings me to today's Reddit post entitled, Wife Talking a Lot About Male Coworker. It was actually submitted by a newlywed whose Reddit handle is Bow Constrictor, clever play on words, and this particular thread can be found at relationship_advice r/relationship_advice. I don't speak Reddit-ese. Now, you guys know I usually break down articles and videos, and I do that very well. I think a lot of men have learned about the true nature of women because of my surgical breakdown and analysis. Now, while that has been highly effective to this point, I think I can up the ante even more and really show men what's really going on by breaking down these Reddit posts. Yes, gentlemen, videos and articles are a great source of material for me to talk about and interpret through a red pill lens. But YouTubers and bloggers, though women, are always holding back the whole truth because we know who they are. We can see them on camera, or we can see their names and pictures on their blog posts. But only when someone telling a story is under the cloak of anonymity can we really see the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I've always stated that if a man really doubts red pill truth, if he has any doubt in his mind, he can do one of two things to eradicate his doubt. He can either become a taxi or an Uber driver, or he can simply go to Reddit. And since I'm not going to be an Uber driver anytime soon, God willing, I'm going to do the next best thing and go to Reddit. Gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, Reddit is a fucking gold mine of red pill truth, guys. Seeing how these everyday women Seeing how these everyday women you work with, women you go to school with, women you see on a daily basis, seeing how these women really act in relationships when they know they don't have to reveal their true identities, it is eye-opening, guys. And again, the Reddits it's relationship Reddit, relationship advice Reddit, 2X chromosomes, and yes, red pill women. Listen, those Reddit threads pages are a treasure trove of female fuckery on full display for all the world to see. So I'm going to walk over to my fan and turn it on because it's getting very hot in here. I'll be back in 2 seconds and we'll go ahead and get started. Woo, it's hot. Man, oh man. I tried to hide the fact that I'm wearing green underwear on the air. Yes, I'm wearing green underwear. No, you couldn't see it unless I stood up, but I usually do my shows in underwear. It's very hot in this room. A lot of equipment. So let's get started here and break this bad boy down. And I'm going to open up the phone lines to get your thoughts on this when I am done. It says, quote, "I'm a newly married man. My wife is amazing and is always expressing how much she cares for me. That said," he continues, "she's been talking a lot about a male coworker. In fact," he says, "every day she brings up something he has said that she finds funny. Additionally, they've made jokes that could be considered inappropriate. For example, she spilled queso on her pants and she made a premature ejaculation joke about him. That said," he continues, she makes jokes like this to a lot of people, including female strangers. I have no idea if I'm being paranoid or if I should confront this. My last wife," he tells us, "cheated on me, so I absolutely could be overreacting to this. That said, I don't know if I'm trying to convince myself this is nothing or if I should tell her I feel she's crossing boundaries. Thank you," he says, "for your advice." Okay, let's go ahead and take it from the top here. First off, he's putting his wife on a pedestal for simply being a woman and expressing how much she cares about him. Guys, I can get amazing treatment and expressions of love and care from your everyday run-of-the-mill banana gobblers. In fact, quite a few women in Las Vegas treated me amazingly, and they told me that they loved me, but in no way did that make them amazing. What today's men need to understand about today's women is that women are not amazing simply because they have female anatomy. Way too many men put women on a pedestal because they are sexually attracted to them. And as we all know, that is a huge mistake. Boa Constrictor, I'm talking to you here. Your wife isn't amazing. Because if she were, she wouldn't be making jokes about premature ejaculation with a male coworker. In the next paragraph, he talks about the fact that his wife talks about this dude every day and brings up things that he says that she finds funny. Listen, Bo, I hate to break this to you, my man, but your wife is either thinking about cheating, about to cheat, or is already cheating with this dude. When a woman is aroused by someone, they can't keep it to themselves. They are incapable. They are utterly incapable of doing so. Okay? Yes, there are some who are good at keeping their feelings of arousal from their significant others, and these, of course, are the borderline personality disorder girls and the dark triad females. But by and large, most regular, average women cannot hide their attraction for another man from their husbands or boyfriends. Now, they think they can by making what they believe is innocuous conversation about a random coworker. But listen to me when I tell you this, gentlemen. The very first time your wife or girlfriend brings up anything a male coworker did or said outside of the scope of work even one time, trust me when I tell you he is on her radar. That is a guarantee. Women don't bring this stuff up for no reason, guys. It is an involuntary response. But for men like Boa Constrictor who do not have red pill awareness, they don't see this situation for what it really is, which is his wife having or is about to have an affair with her male coworker. If your wife or girlfriend mentions a male coworker even one time, start the countdown to when she tearfully admits to you that she is having an affair with this guy. Now, about this funny stuff. Bo, your wife thinks he's funny, and she is telling you about it. She is literally saying to you, boa constrictor, hey, I'm about to cheat on you with this guy. But because you have no idea how to recognize this kind of behavior, you, my friend, are about to get got. In the next paragraph, he talks about joking about premature ejaculation about the coworker. What? Your wife, Bo, is joking about another man's premature ejaculation? Bo, did it ever occur to you to ask yourself or her, how the hell do you know about his premature ejaculation? Well, there are a couple of answers here. A, they have conversations about sex. B, they are having sex. Or C, they are having conversations about having sex. Newsflash, Bo, none of this stuff is appropriate. And lying to us by saying she jokes like this with a lot of people, including female strangers, this is pathetically transparent. If this were true, then where are your posts about her making jokes with these other people? Why aren't you concerned about them? Oh, I know. They don't exist. You guys, boa constrictor knows this is inappropriate behavior. But because he does not have the testicular fortitude to call out his wife, he is looking for a back door to slip through when the truth becomes obvious. Well, she jokes like this with everybody, he tells himself. It doesn't mean anything. He told Reddit she jokes like this with everybody so that they can tell him what he wants to hear, which is, don't worry about it. I'm sure it's nothing. Guys, Bo doesn't want advice. He wants permission to bury his head in the sand and remain blind to his wife's impending affair with her male coworker. Now, his last paragraph really puts the nail in the coffin when he tells us his last wife cheated on him, which tells us a few things. Number one, his last wife didn't love or respect him enough to remove herself from situations conducive to cheating. Number two, the most, and really most importantly, he told his current wife that his last wife cheated on him, which is always a bad idea. Why? Because it gravely compromised her attraction to him, which is exactly why she's looking to branch swing to the coworker. You see, guys, women lose respect for men they know have been cheated on. They ask themselves questions like, well, what's wrong with him? How could he let that happen? Is there something I don't know about him? Is this the first time she cheated or the first time she got caught? Why did she cheat? Did he have a small dick? Is he a mama's boy? Did he get fat? The list goes on. Guys, Bo's wife asked herself the same things. And regardless of what he told her, her husband is inherently flawed in her mind because a woman misbehaved in the very worst way on his watch. A man that gets disrespected by women the way Bo's ex-wife disrespected him, they lose the respect of other women, including ones like his soon-to-be ex-wife, which again explains her behavior. So, boa constrictor, if you are watching this, and please, someone send him the link to this video. His Reddit handle is u/boa constrictor, and that is BEAU constrictor. If you're watching this, my advice to you is twofold here. Number one, do not tell women you're dating that you've been cheated on by other women. That doesn't do you any favors, and it doesn't guarantee that they're not going to cheat. Now, these women may empathize with you and even sympathize with you, but sympathy is not something you want or need from a woman. Being an open book with women about being an open book with women about women who have cheated on you is a lose-lose respect. It is a lose-lose situation for you. This is causing them to lose respect for you. Stop it. Stop telling women about other women who have cheated on you. What you're indirectly trying to do is to make her make that false promise. Oh, they cheated on you? Oh, silly them. Those women were no good. I won't cheat on you because I'm not that kind of girl. Quit doing that, Bo. And number two, my second piece of advice. Hate to break it to you, Bo, again, you need to start the countdown to your wife serving you with divorce papers. Because once this behavior starts, it rarely stops. Now, you can confront her all you want to, but all she's going to do is deny it. Then she'll never mention him to you again because she now knows that you are onto her. Here are some other things that are going to start happening here, Bo Constrictor. She's going to start working later. She's going to start taking her phone into the bathroom with her. She's going to start running errands on the weekend and be gone for 2 and 3 hours at a time. And all of a sudden, All of a sudden, she's going to weekend conferences and workshops to be out of town. I got bad news here for you, boa constrictor. Your marriage is already over. In the future, take more time to vet her, take more time to train her, and make sure you set and establish boundaries. You do all of these things, and you will reduce the odds of this happening to you for a third time. And Bo, if you're watching, if you're wondering how and where you can learn to do these things, I would highly recommend watching or listening my 5-part 7-hour audio course, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up. If Bo happens to be watching, the link is in the chat and the description. And listen, I'll even up the ante here. Boa constrictor, if you are watching this, shoot me an email, tsrlive@donovansharp.com, and I will send this course to you at no additional charge. Listen, I'm here to help men. I'm not here to besmirch Bo. I'm not here to tear him down. But guys, just like Steve Dedeen says, I got to punch you in the chest to make you see the light. So Bo, if you ever come to your senses and say to yourself, you know what? This is kind of fucked up and I need to figure out how to avoid this in the future. Let me swallow my pride, take the red pill, and get with Donovan and get this free course. It's a $54 value, Bo. I'm going to give it to you so you do not make this mistake for the third time. On the other side of the break, I'm going to open up the phone lines to get your thoughts on Bo's situation, your situation, if you happen to have a situation like this, or a situation that you know of that involves a taken woman, wife, girlfriend flirting with male coworkers. I will also shout out super chats and, of course, members-only chats. Stay put, guys. We'll be right back. Gentlemen, if you want the blueprint on how to mold and shape a woman into exactly what you want and need, you need to get your hands on my 7-hour 5-part audio course, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up. This is 7 hours of rock-solid intel on how to build a female brick by brick into the kind of woman you want and need. Part 1 deals with the vetting process. I teach you how to select the right candidate by telling you what to look for and, more importantly, what not to look for in a woman. Part 2 deals with the training process. I take you step by step through the procedures that prepare a female for what it's like to be in a relationship with a man like you. I educate you on setting the tone early in order to reduce and possibly eliminate any and all behaviors that could potentially cause trouble in your relationship down the road. In Part 3, I instruct you on how to set and enforce boundaries and expectations. I teach you how to be direct when communicating your expectations in such a way that leaves nothing to interpretation. Part 4 will cover the sexual side of your relationship, how to dominate her sexually, and how you can make yourself unforgettable to her even if you're not the most well-endowed lover she's ever been with, will be discussed extensively. I will also teach you the ins and outs of deep conversion game, which is the art of verbally and physically dominating her body, her mind, and her soul. And finally, Part 5 will teach you how not to sabotage your relationship, how to maintain it, and what to do on the off chance that your woman gets out of line or out of pocket. Now, it's very important for you guys to understand that this course is based on personal experience, not as hypotheticals or theories. These are techniques I use in my own relationship to this day, and anyone who follows me has seen that my techniques work and work well. Now, this isn't a cheat code or a magic bullet either, guys. This course isn't a turn her into the woman you've always wanted using this one weird trick, or how to make any woman your sexy, submissive sex slave with these 3 magical phrases. No. That's not what this is. So if that's what you're looking for, keep your money. To train a woman to look, act, and submit like a woman should takes time, hard work, consistency, and maintenance. If you are willing to put in the work, go to donovansharp.com/courses to get your hands on the only relationship guide that actually works by the only man who has shown that it works. Again, that's donovansharp.com/courses. The link is in the description. Welcome back to the 555th episode of TSR Live. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Guys, make sure you get your hands on my free ebook, 16 ways to disqualify her for a long-term long-term relationship. All you have to do is subscribe to my email list, and the book is yours. I'm sure Bo Constrictor's soon-to-be ex-wife probably checks off at least 9 of these. So to avoid that kind of disaster, go to donovansharp.com/newsletter. The link is in the description. I'm also putting it in the chat. Now, if you are not the relationship type and you want to smash girls by the truckload, How to Master the Game will most certainly get you there. It is over 25 hours of rock-solid game knowledge based on my own personal experience with women over the 8+ years I've spent in Las Vegas, which incidentally enough is a very different and difficult dating market to crack. So if you don't have the tools to crack that code, you're going to fall on your face. How to Master the Game is available in both audio and video. The link is in the description. I will put it in the chat right now. All right, let me go to the chat. Let me see if I've got anybody on the phone lines. All right, I've got a few callers online. I'm gonna get to you guys in about 30 seconds. I'm gonna shout out to my chatters. Big shout out goes to BK from the Rockies. Says like, share, and or subscribe to support Donovan's content. Appreciate that. Tom Brokaw says, oh shit, Kevin in Sales strikes again. Yeah, listen, man, Kevin in Sales wants you to fuck it up. Kevin in Sales wants you not to vet your girlfriend. He wants you to not vet. He wants you to not vet your significant other. Trust me, Kevin in Sales is just waiting for that. Very first time she complains, oh, he's so overbearing. He's so jealous and insecure. He's waiting for that. Kevin in Sales strikes again. Tom Brook also says, weird, I don't see any chatters, but 700 watching. Yes, that is absolutely right. You have to be a member to chat. I'm not going to deal with trolls in the chat anymore. I will only deal with them on the phone lines, which is open now. 914-205-5356. Again, that is 914-205-5356. That is the number to call. Let us go to the phone lines. Area code 973. You're on Live with Donovan. What is your name and location?
Hey, Greg, Essex County, New Jersey.
All right, Greg in New Jersey. How you doing, man?
Hey, good. What's up? So, yeah, wait, am I on?
Yeah, you're on.
Oh, no, I'm on a speaker. Am I on speaker or?
No, I can hear you loud and clear. Like, are you getting an echo?
Oh, okay. Hold on one second.
Okay, I'm going to put Greg on hold. For just a minute. Let's go to area code 219. Area code 219. You're on Live with Donovan. What is your name and location?
Hi, my name's Greg. I'm in Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana. That's the home of Michael Jackson, isn't it?
Yeah, well, no, what kitty diddlers and this and that. I just wanted to call in and say, in the manosphere, Donovan, your info is fucking great. And everybody, you may not always agree with Rollo or Richard Cooper or even Paul Elam or Dr. Warren Farrell, but, your info is great and it's helped me a lot in my life. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that, Greg in Indiana. Yeah, listen, man, this is one thing that I try to express a lot. Red pill guys, we are not all going to see eye to eye on every little thing. There are things that the great Rollo Tomasi says that I don't necessarily agree with. There are things that Steve the Dean Williams, Anthony Johnson, Richard Cooper, red pill content creators, we disagree on a lot of different things, but the things we disagree on are they're ancillary. We disagree on a lot of ancillary things, but we all agree on the fundamentals. We all agree on the very fundamentals of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. And I think that's why this community continues to thrive. All right, let's go ahead and bring Greg. Greg in New Jersey, you back with us?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, what's up?
It was me. I'm sorry about that.
No problem.
So basically what you were just saying with boa constrictor and boa constrictor, look, I'm 24 years old, man. She's cheating on you. If a woman or your wife or your girlfriend is making premature ejaculation jokes, bro, she's seen the dick and she probably rode that dick.
That's right.
I'm not married, but I know exactly where this leads. And what he was doing, and I'm not a scholar, but I think I'm seeing a definition here.
Okay.
What you said, he was looking for sympathy. Nah, Donovan, he wasn't looking for sympathy. He was looking for sympathy, S-I-M-P, which means he was going online, finding other beta males to agree with him.
That's right.
He knows deep down inside that he knows that his wife is cheating.
Right.
She rolled the dick. If a girl made a premature ejaculation joke, that means she's seen the dick. She sucked the dick. She fucked the dick. And now that she's telling him this, he knows deep down inside what he's doing. And what he is doing is sympathy. Not sympathy, sympathy. That's all I got to say to that.
I love it. Thanks for the call, Greg in New Jersey. Had a little ticking on the phone line that happens here with Blog Talk Radio. Yeah, listen, I am inclined to agree with Greg. And this is the thing, man. A lot of women will cheat on their boyfriends or husbands and just offhandedly mention the guy they're cheating with. And you think, wait a minute, maybe she's cheating. Dude, she's been sleeping with that guy for 6 months, man. Like, again, this is why I always tell men, pay attention to her patterns. What is she wearing to work? What time is she going to lunch? Right? And a lot of guys might say, God, Donovan, listen, that's just too much trouble. I don't want to have to pay attention. I get it. I totally understand. That just means you don't really want a relationship. And there's nothing wrong with that. There are guys in this country who are saying, you know what? I'm completely done with relationships. There's no way I'm getting in a relationship with a woman. It takes too much work. I'm here to tell you, I'm in a long-term cohabitating relationship, or what feels like a long-term cohabitating relationship with a female. It is a lot of work. As of right now, it is still worth it to me. When it no longer becomes worth it to me, then I will bow out. There's no doubt, guys, being in a relationship of consequence with a woman that you love and try to trust, it's not easy. So if paying attention to patterns or picking up on pattern recognition, if that's too much trouble for you, you're getting no disagreement from me. I totally understand why a man could or would say, you know what? I'm going to wash my hands of this. I don't want to do this anymore. All right, let us go back to the phone lines. Let us go to area code. Oh, wait a minute. I'm still getting that ticking sound. Area code 724. You're on live with Donovan. And you, what is your name and location?
Hey, Donovan. This is Geese. I'm in Butler, PA. How you doing, man?
You said your name is Geese, and you're where?
Yeah, this is Pimp Dog Geese, and I'm in Butler, Pennsylvania.
Oh, hey, Geese and PA. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Oh, doing good, man. I just called in to say, man, like, and just to kind of piggyback off of what the other caller said, and, you know, that's why they say simping ain't easy, man. This poor guy. He probably, okay, he got divorced because his wife decided to look at some other dude's cock.
Right.
And probably lost half his shit. Maybe not, I don't know. But here he is again, getting ready to go through the same exact shit again. And he's none the wiser. He is none the wiser. Has no idea. I mean, well, he has an idea. But like the other caller said, oh, you know, I can't. Somebody tell me I'm right. You know, it's just it's horrible. My heart really does go out to the guy.
He's not looking for.
He's got to go through it, man.
He's not looking for. Colin Cowherd, he says this all the time. You're not looking for. You're looking for affirmation, not confirmation. He doesn't want to be right. He doesn't want to get it right. He wants to be right. This guy is not looking for advice. He's looking for people to continue to put the blinders on him. He's looking for people to indirectly give him permission, like I said before, to bury his head in the sand. It's terrible, man. I'll give you the last word, Pimped Out Geese.
Well, you know what? I say it all the time. I'm going to say it again. I love your content. You guys are out here saving lives. Don't stop, bro. Don't stop. Keep it going.
Appreciate the call, Pimped Out Geese. One of my Patreon supporters. I appreciate that very, very much. Next up in the queue is area code 520-210-779 and 609. Let me shout out a couple of new members in Super Chats. Colonel Sanders, the XVI. Colonel Sanders, the 16th, I think. Welcome to TSR Towers. You are now a member. You now have chat privileges. Welcome also Charles Reinhardt, who also has chat privileges. Again, if you want to get a hold of me, if you want to communicate with me, you can either call me up 914-205-5356, or you can become a member. Put things in the chat. Big thanks goes out to Greg Cox with the $3 super chat. Says thanks, Bob. Great work. Appreciate that. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Let us go to area code 520. Area code 520. What is your name and location?
Hey, Donovan. This is Edward from Arizona.
Edward in Arizona. How you doing, man?
All pretty good. How about you?
Doing good, man.
So I was just going to say, if your woman is allowing other men to flirt with her, that's already a bad sign to begin with. Her reaction should be to shut that shit down as soon as it starts.
That's right.
She shouldn't be allowing these men to flirt with her.
No, listen, listen.
So that's
Listen, I agree 100%. And a lot of guys would tell me, I'm going to put you on mute because I'm going to be right back with you, Edward, so I can, because I want to make sure I say this. Edward's right. And what you guys have to understand is this. Your woman is going to be attracted to and sexually attracted to other men. But the difference between a woman who likes you and a woman who loves you is that a woman who likes you will indulge in that attention. A woman who loves you will keep herself away from those situations. Devin is a human being. She is a woman. She has eyes. She can see. There are men at her job that she is sexually attracted to. That doesn't make her a bad person. That makes her a woman. But what makes her worthy to be Donovan's woman is that she presumably keeps herself away from those situations. That's just how this is. I'm acutely aware of what her patterns are, what she does, where she goes, who she does it with. Her personal trainer just got hired on at the same company. So now Devin can work out. She can actually work out at work during the week. So that further eliminates those potential situations. So let me bring Edward from Edward in Arizona back in. Hopefully we don't have any ticking on the line. So Edward in Arizona, what are your thoughts on men who flirt with known married women? Like if a man knows a woman is married and he flirts with her anyway, what are your thoughts on those men? Is he responsible? Is she responsible? Now there is a right or wrong answer to this, and I'm quizzing you. Go ahead.
I mean, I kind of think, like I said, if you're flirting with a married woman, and she continues to flirt back, and then and I see it all the time.
Sure.
You hit on a girl, you kind of flirting with her as a back and forth, and then at the end, maybe you ask her out or ask for a number or whatever. She goes, oh, I'm married or I have a boyfriend.
Right.
It's like it should have never gotten to that point to begin with.
Nope. You're 100% right. I place, and thanks for the call, Edward in Arizona. Be sure to call back anytime. Listen, I place the blame squarely on the shoulders of women. If a man flirts with your wife, if a man has sex with your wife, if a man flirts with or has sex with your girlfriend, that's not his fault, guys. That responsibility falls on her. The reason I say that is because men are men. We're going to see women that we want to have sex with. We're going to see women that we want to flirt with. When you approach a woman at work, or if you're flirting with a girlfriend, or with a woman who's taken either off work or at work, whatever, and she hits you with, listen, got a boyfriend, I'm out. Then she's potentially a quality woman. But if a woman continues to let that man, a woman is not going to sleep with a man that she's not actively flirting back with. A lot of guys like to hide behind, well, it's not you that I don't trust, Darlene. I don't trust the men out there. No, Gary, Darlene, your wife, that's the one who is not trustworthy. Men are going to hit on your wife. Men are going to flirt with your girlfriend. I know that there are men who flirt with and hit on Devin all the time. Dude, when we're anytime we're out, men and women look at Devin. This is just what's going to happen, guys. You have to wrap your mind around the fact that there are going to be men sexually attracted to your girlfriend and vice versa. Your girlfriend is going to be sexually attracted to other men. What she does in those situations is what separates her from girlfriend status or just fuck buddy status. You have to know how to handle both. Let's go back to the phone lines. Area code 779. 779, you're on live at Donovan. What is your name and location?
Hey, Donovan, this is James from Chicago, Illinois.
James in Chicago, what's up, man?
Hey, man, a couple things for you. First off, I want to thank you for your content.
Absolutely.
I've actually just recently brought my dad into the red pill community, and he's been changing a lot of things about himself, and it actually has improved my parents' marriage tremendously already.
Wow. Listen, I don't want to get off on this, but how did you do it? Because, James, I get calls and emails every day. Donovan, my dad, my cousin, my brother, my friend he's in a sexless marriage, or he's about to marry a woman he has no business marrying. How in the world did you pull off the near impossible feat of pulling someone you love and care about into the manosphere to take the red pill? How did you do that?
Well, it's like you guys say, they're not going to do it if they're not ready to do it. And I think, finally, I've tried to do it a few times over the last year or so that I've been red pilled, and it's just fallen on deaf ears, and I've hit a wall with it. And eventually, I think he just got fed up enough that he was basically like, I think I'm going to get a divorce. And we had a straight talk about it, and I said that that's the route you want to go. I gave him Rich Cooper's channel and other people that talk a lot about divorce and how we should go about that. I said, but first you should listen to this content and try to apply some of this and try it on and see if it works. And my dad's a very open guy, so he was very open to trying that on, and it's obviously worked for him. He said they've had more sex in the last 2 weeks than they have in 6 months.
Wow, that is and listen, I know it's not really, it's probably unsettling to hear about your parents having sex, but still, dude, good for your dad for not being steadfast. Your dad is one of the few men who have understand, okay, I've done it for this way all these years. It's not working. I got to try something. Listen, this is what it's about. And again, James is an example. Men do not take the red pill until they are ready to take the red pill. Right? Like, that's what's happening. And you don't have to get into details about what was going on between your mom and dad, but obviously your dad wasn't getting the treatment from your mom that he wanted. He was looking for solutions, and you gave him that solution. I'll give you the last word, James.
Yeah, definitely has changed a lot in their marriage. And yeah, he was just hitting a wall with her, and she was starting gaining weight and, not cleaning up, doing the things she should be doing as a wife, that has been married to my dad for 30 years. So he was getting really fed up with that. I had one question for you real quick, before I jump off too. First off, do you think that, it's important because my girlfriend actually, she's an accountant. So and I've met her colleagues and stuff before, and had dinner with them and such. Do you think as a red pill man, it's important to get to know, your girlfriend's colleagues, and kind of establish not a relationship, but just at least an acquaintanceship, so they know who you are and kind of, that boundary?
You know what? The answer to your question is that your girlfriend or wife should proactively make you available to her coworkers, right? Because if you try to say, hey, I want to meet your coworkers, I want to do this, I want to do that, if you're the one doing that, that could certainly help. She obviously has to be receptive to it. But when your wife or girlfriend makes a concerted effort to say, hey, look, I'm going to bring you to the company picnic. I'm going to bring you to the company outing. I'm going to bring you to the office. I'm going to have lunch with you in the office to show everyone that, hey, I'm a married woman. I'm a taken woman, that I am off limits. So the answer to your question is yes, but I would wait until she makes that suggestion, right? If you see that she's not making that suggestion, maybe you can kind of float it to her. If she's like, oh yeah, that's a great idea, because here's the thing, she might not know. She might be wholeheartedly agree with the solution, but she might think to herself after you say, you know what? He's right. I've never thought of it that way. Yeah, James, let's absolutely do it. Listen, we're having an award ceremony next week. I would love to bring you along. Devin does this all the time. Dude, Devin's coworkers know exactly who, well, I don't think they know that I'm Donovan Sharp. They know exactly who the hell I am. She wears dude, my name is on her chain at work. She's always talking about me. It's me and her. The picture you guys see here on my screen over here, that's on her desktop. Like, she has all signs all over the place. Like, hey, check this out. Like, I'm not here for the flirtatious behavior. So that the answer to your question is yes, and I would certainly wait until she brings it up, and if she doesn't, I would lightly float it to her.
Yeah, because she also brings up a lot too, like if, not guys that work that flirt with her, but just in general, like the other day she was out with her aunt to lunch, and she was, talking to me about a waiter or whatever that was flirting with her, and kind of her response and how, she kind of to her aunt, and her aunt kind of said, like, no, she's my daughter, she's taken, blah, blah, blah. So I wanted to get your take on that real quick too. Is that a good sign that she's, backing up, or is she full of shit?
Yeah. The fact that your aunt had to say, hey, no, that's my daughter, she's taken. Listen, it's not a red flag, but it's probably a point of concern. Okay. And again, you have to understand, I know are you married to her, or is this just your girlfriend?
My girlfriend.
Okay, thank God.
Live-in girlfriend.
Okay, right. Which is a big step. When your live-in girlfriend, wife, girlfriend, whatever, tells you about somebody else who's flirting with her, that's a shit test. She wants to see how you're going to react, right? Now, you have to take note of it. But in the future, if she says, hey, Justin the waiter flirted with me again, dude, you look her in the eye and say, look, I don't give a shit about who flirts with you and who doesn't. Keep that shit to yourself. And listen, if there ever comes a time where you want to return the flirtation, you are more than welcome to go back with Justin the waiter. But until that happens, keep that shit away from me. Don't talk about other dudes around me. Don't talk about dudes flirt with you. I don't want or need to know about that stuff. I know what happens. Don't care. Don't want to know about it. Don't care. And then leave it at that. That's how you handle it.
Loud and clear, Captain.
All right. Thanks for the call, James in Chicago. Yeah, dude, good for that guy for red pilling his father. Man, that is, man, I'm gonna tell you what, dude, you don't hear too many stories where a dude actually red pills his father. That is quite something. Next up in the queue, we have area code 609-242-2192-0469 and area code 334. Let me shout out a couple of super chats and new members. Big shout out to Nicholas Skeels, who just became a member. He can now chat. Dooney Smith is also now a member. Grovelite 5, which is Greg, I think that's Greg in New Jersey with the $5 super chat. He says, sympathy is a blue pill English definition of simp. Athy, that's great. Simp Athy is a red pill womanese definition. Remember the difference. Well said. Well said, Greg. Very, very well said. 767 people watching. I've got a question here from Nicholas Skeels, and I'm going to get to you here in just a second. Area code 609. I'm going to get to you in just a second. Let me answer this question by Nicholas Skeels. He asks, Donovan, why don't black men spend more time molding their women instead of going to other races? They know what they want from white girls. They would just have to catch them early. The reason why black men, a lot of black men have given up on black women is because black women have showed no interest in being molded by black men, right? And again, and I've said this before, black women could absolutely corner the market on the best black men. They have the best genetics. They have the best bodies. Like, dude, black women, when they're in shape, their bodies are shapely. I mean, everything about black women is as sexually attractive, in some cases more sexually attractive than with white girls. But the reason why the best black men jump races is because our own race of women, black women, we've tried to say, hey, listen, we want X, Y, and Z. You know what they said? They said, fuck you. Go off to them white girls. Becky can have y'all. Listen, Becky can give you blowjobs. Becky can submit to you. Becky can do this. Becky can do that. I'm not interested in that. Well, okay. If you're not going to express an interest in doing the things that need to be done to be in relationships of consequence with men like us, then we're going to have to go to other races. So I think what a lot of black men and women have to understand is that we as black men, we give black women the right of first refusal, right? Now, I'm sure that there are black men out here that have always liked white girls and were never attracted to black women. I'm not one of these guys. I used to be attracted to black women, but black women showed that they were not attractive to me. Then when I increased my value, when I learned some game, had a little bit of money to me, guess what? Black women became all but invisible to me because I was getting more and more higher quality options. It is what it is. Listen, we don't invest in black women because black women have not showed us that they are worth or willing to be invested in. That's the best way I know how to answer your question. 914-205-5356. Let us go to area code 609. Area code 609. You're on live at Donovan. What is your name and town?
Hey, I am Cameron, and I am from Malvern, PA. And I gotta say, right off the bat, Donovan, dude, just thank you for doing what you're doing. You made my life better.
Absolutely.
Like, all throughout high school, yeah, man, like, I was single. 4 months being red pilled, and I already got a girlfriend who I push against the wall every night.
Wow, that was quick. That was a quick turnaround. What led you?
Yeah, I know, man. It's astounding. Like, I'm living proof what you're doing works.
Well, listen, this is good
like,
to
I had
hear.
bad acne.
Okay, so you had bad acne. What was the event or series of events? And how old are you, first of all, Cameron?
I'm 19 right now.
Dude, you're 19.
So I'm in college.
Dude, do you realize how fortunate you are to have found the red pill at the tender age of 19? Do you know how much money and heartache you're going to save?
Yeah, man, I know. And it's funny you say money. I don't know if you realize this, but red pill game also works amazingly in business world. Like, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a blacksmith and a knife maker.
Okay.
And, like, learning how to vet customers, like, you know what? This dude's probably going to burn me. Might as well dip out on him. And knowing who to do business with and who you can trust, all of it transfers over into dating as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is what a lot of people don't realize. And thanks for the call, Cameron in PA. Another success story. Dude, 19 years old. Found the red pill at 19. Dude, if I had found the red pill at 19, dude, it might actually not be YouTube. It might actually be Donatube or something like that. Found the red pill at 19 years old. He is very, very fortunate to have found the red pill. All right, let us go back to the phone lines. Area code 242. You are on live with Donovan. What is your name and location, please?
Stefano from the Bahamas.
Stefano from Obama?
From the Bahamas.
Oh, from the Bahamas. Stefan from the Bahamas. Now, you are the bouncer at a strip club, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I remember you. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Sir.
Yeah, so what's on your mind, Stefan? Stefan? Right, I'm going to put Stefan on hold. Maybe he drove into a bad area. Stefan, stay on hold. I'm going to come back to you in a few minutes. Let's go to area code 219. Area code 219, you're on live at Donovan. What is your name and location?
Hey, this is Greg again.
Oh, Greg. How you doing, Greg?
Yeah. I just sent you the super chat, and I called in a minute ago. Well, you answered a bunch of my answers or my questions earlier, but I wanted to say something about black women. Black women are the sassiest, strongest women that I've ever been with. So I don't like that they let themselves go as soon as they get a man that they think they can control. But you know, a red pill man, you can't control a red pill man.
No.
Red pill man is set as we are. Yeah.
No, I get it completely. And thanks for the call. Thanks for the call back, Greg. Yeah, listen, Greg is right. And a lot of people, a lot of my detractors like to say things like, white girls do it too. Guess what, guys? They're 100% right. White girls do cheat on you. White girls do lie to you. White girls sometimes don't want to submit. Sometimes, right? But even white girls who are hoes, they're submissive. But white girls commit paternity fraud. There are more white girls on welfare than black women. Now, that is obviously a disingenuous statistic because there are simply more white women than black women. There are obviously a higher percentage of black women on welfare than white women. But listen, absent that point, yes, white girls do it too, and white girls do it worse. But here's the difference. The reason why the best black men are jumping ship is because with white girls, at least you get femininity in exchange for the headache they give you, right? At least you get regular sex. At least you get regular blowjobs. Listen, white girls are nothing special, guys. I'm here to tell you. White girls are not God. No, white girls aren't queens, man. They're not white queens. Listen, we call them snow bunnies and pinkfoot and all that. Now, listen, man. The only difference between white women and black women is that white girls submit to their men. That's it. White girls get up to just as much fuckery and nonsense as black women do. But the trade-off is that at least with white girls, you get that femininity, you get that submission, you get that sexual openness. You don't get that with black women. If black women would just embrace feminine traits, then yeah, they could corner the market on black women again. But listen, maybe they'll surprise me. I don't see it happen anytime soon. I'm not going to hold my breath. All right, let's go back to area code 242. Stefan, are you still with us? I think there's a problem with Stefan's with Stefan's phone there. Let's go to area code 210. Area code 210, you on live with Donovan, and what is your name and location?
AJ from San Antonio.
AJ from San Antonio. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. Glad to finally talk to you. Tim Crush from Coach Greg. And today's a perfect topic for me because I'm actually in that situation right now. Except I'm the guy that she is messing around with, so I had to call in because yeah, that guy, he's fucked. And truth be told, it's probably been going on for a long time because I've been doing this with this woman for about a year and a half now.
Wow.
And
you had an affair with a married woman at work for a year and a half.
Yeah, and I honestly, yeah, it's like you said, I didn't care. It's kind of like you said earlier. I felt bad for about a minute, but after a while, I was like, you know what, it's on her. It's her choice because if she's not doing something right, she would drop him. So my guilt went away really fast.
Not only that, AJ.
Yeah.
What a lot of guys need to understand that, hey, listen, I'm not going to sleep with a married woman because that's not... No, listen, man, women are immoral. They're not moral. They're not immoral. They are amoral. And here's another thing. If she doesn't cheat with you, she's going to cheat with somebody else. She is going to cheat one way or the other. It may as well be you.
You're absolutely right. And the funny part, what actually drove me, because I was just at the beginning of Red Pill. I've never been bad, but I've been okay. Like you said, anonymity, I'm not going to lie. I did all right, but I wasn't the greatest. But once I got more Red Pills, my success rate skyrocketed. And so I kind of played that game with her because I always kind of dug her. But what really kind of cemented it for me was when I pretty much broached the subject, like, I was like, all right, let's do this. There was like no, like you see on TV, where she kind of, okay, did it. I mean, she just, boom, jumped in, boom, let's do it right away. Right, and it just opened my eyes like, holy shit, she didn't give a fuck about her husband. No, so I was like, all right, bet, let's go.
They never do they?
They never do, man.
Well, thanks for the call, AJ.
So
I wasn't shooing you.
Yep.
I'm shooing one of my 3 cats from being in the studio. Get. We've got we have an American short hair, we have a tabby cat, and a Devon Rex. And my Devon Rex gets grumpy. Boy, she's grumpy. Big thanks goes out to Greg Cox says, did I get a disconnect? Yes. Greg, the call dropped. So if you want to jump back into the queue, I'll recognize your number, area code 219. Greg, jump back in the queue. Jump back in the queue. I want to finish what you had. I want you to finish to what you had to say. Neil Wallace with the $2 super chat says, love your content, bro. Ace and Spade says, congratulations to Alan Roger Curry getting engaged. Yes, I've been aware of this for quite a while. I didn't want to make any announcement until he actually said something. I'm actually working on getting Alan on my show to discuss why he's getting engaged, why he turned in the player card. Listen, Alan did it right. Alan slayed sluts from the time he was 18 all the way into his mid-50s. And now he is engaged to a young, attractive female. He's in his mid-50s. Alan did it. Alan Roger Curry achieved the male version of Alpha Fucks Beta Busks. He got to slay all the hoes in his teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. Then halfway through his 50s, he said, all right, I'm done doing the player thing. I've gotten enough ass for one lifetime. Let me go ahead and settle down and live out my years with someone that I can, with someone that I love and respect. So congratulations to Alan Roger Curry. Very, very good friend of mine. I'm working on getting him on the show. He's a very busy guy. He's doing a lot of traveling. And now that he's engaged, he's going to have even less time. But hopefully I can get him on the show to discuss hey, listen, why did you turn in your player card? To settle down. Because a lot of guys ask me the same thing. And I think a guy like Alan, who's been in the game for a while, could really, really shed some perspective there. 914-205-5356 is the number to call. Is the number to call. Big Brandon is on the line, the official Club TSR bouncer. Big Brandon, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's good, my man, Donovan?
Not too much, brother. We got 779 people in here watching today, homie.
Man, I know. I'm proud, man. I've been sharing, I've been liking, commenting, and subscribing.
Hell yeah.
I follow my own advice because that's what you do. You follow your own advice.
That's all right. That's all right.
So, listening to this topic, first of all, the guy, Bo Constrictor, his ringtone and theme song definitely has to be Suddenly Seymour from the movie Little Shop of Horrors.
You're stupid. Very good. Only men of a certain age could really get that joke. Very, very good. What do you advise? What advice do you have for Bo Constrictor? His wife is flirting with coworkers. She thinks he's funny. She's spilling cheese on her. Oh, ha, ha, ha. That's like your premature ejaculation. What would you tell Bo Constrictor if he's a friend of yours and he hits you with this information? What's your advice to him?
My immediate advice would be, it is time for you to, and I hate to say it, you got to check nuts, right? You need to, get back into the gym, find you a hobby, and then you need to go approach him and her at the job at the same time.
Uh-oh.
Don't even get loud.
Uh-oh.
Just smile and be just like this. I don't know what's going on. I don't care what's going on. I put the ring on her finger. That's mine. You want her? If you've already had her, take her. She's yours. I'll find another. And
I like
leave
it,
it at that.
I like it, man. And I have to cut you off, Big Brandon, because I was starting to get into ticking sound. Probably not on your end. This is probably on my end. Yeah, listen, Big Brandon is now, would I do exactly what he said? No. But what I would do is I would actually confront her and let her know, listen, if something's going on, listen, don't let me hold you back. Like, if you want to be in a relationship with that guy, hey, more power to you. But what I'm not going to do is allow you to have both, right? So for right now, I'm going to give you the right of first refusal. I'm going to allow you to make a choice. You can either stop this behavior or you can be in a relationship with me. Well, you're giving me an ultimatum. I'm not giving you an ultimatum, sweetheart. I am giving you a choice. I am telling you that, you're trying to tell me what to do. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm giving you a choice. You can either flirt with this guy at work or you can be in a relationship with me. But I'm not going to allow you to do both. Now, make your choice because I have a life to live. Women characterize choices as ultimatums when they don't like their options. So be ready for that particular shaming tactic. All right, let me get back to Greg. Who is on the line. Looks like you got cut off a little bit earlier. I do apologize for that. Greg, are you still with us?
Hey, no worries, bub.
There we go.
I wanted to hear your, I was in the military for 7 years.
Okay.
And I dated only black women or mixed black and white.
Okay.
But they were the best girlfriends I ever had. But white chicks, they always want money. They always want the next best thing.
Sure.
Which is, I mean, that's gynocentrism on its head,
Sure.
but at the same time, I want to know what you think about that. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Listen,
mean, you like white women. I love white women, but
Well-
they seem to always want the money. You know, I just want to hear what you think about that.
yeah. Not only do I, and see, here's
You
the
know.
thing. I've never been one to say I will only exclusively date white women. That's ridiculous. I like
Yeah,
feminine
me
women.
neither. Me neither.
And femininity is attractive no matter what race she is. Feminine black women,
Oh,
highly
yeah,
sexually
and-
attractive.
and-
Feminine Mexican women, highly.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No, it's
off.
okay. Go ahead.
Feminine black women in the military. I mean, they're fit.
Dude.
They eat well. They take care of their bodies.
Yep.
They take care of themselves, and they take care of their man. But at the end of the day, sometimes they want that money.
Sure. And the reason why white girls,
Yeah.
again, white girls do it too, right? White girls are infinitely more hypergamous than black women. And the reason for this is simple.
Yeah. Well,
White girls, hold on, let me finish. White
My-
girls have
my
more,
point is
hold
that
on, real quick.
oh,
White girls are much
sir.
more
Yes, sir.
hypergamous than black women because white girls have more options. Chris Rock famously said, a man is only as faithful as his options. Well, the same, as it happens, applies to women. The more options a woman has, the more hypergamous she is going to be.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why when I was in the military, I didn't date white chicks because they want, they want that money. They want your everything you can give them. That shit's fucked up. That's it. But here nor there.
No, I listen. I
But,
totally agree. I think that white women. And thanks for the call, Greg. I've got other callers to get to, so I had to let you go there. Yeah, listen. White women are infinitely more hypergamous than every other race of women because white women are the most preferred. This is just how it is. The more options a woman has, the more hypergamous she is going to be. That's just how it is, right? Listen, and Greg has had the unique, pleasant experience of being with feminine black women. Now, Greg is like, hey, you know what? Not really going after white girls too much because they're very money-driven. Newsflash, every woman is money-driven. Women exercise different parts of their hypergamy in different ways. Some women are set financially. They're looking to exercise the physical hypergamy. If a woman is set financially, she's not looking for a rich guy, per se. She's looking for a guy who's in better shape. Women who aren't in such a good financial position, they're looking for a guy who probably makes a little bit more money. Rinse and repeat. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Let's go to area code 334. Area code 334, you're on Live at Donovan. Your name and location.
Hello?
Hello, you're on Live at Donovan. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's good to talk with you, man. I'm a whatever. Just learned how to be a red pill. I'm 59 years old, man, okay?
Hey, never too late, brother.
And I'm telling you one thing. I wish I knew this a long time ago. Right now, I'm married to a 27-year-old woman.
Okay.
Beautiful woman. Everywhere I go with her, man, they hitting on her. They come in my face hitting on her. It does not matter.
Wow.
You know, I heard you telling the guy a few minutes ago that if she comes back, tell you things. And she's young. She's Filipino.
Okay.
And she's young, but she does come and tell me. But her way of telling me is, oh, this guy is keep hounding me, and I'm tired of him, baby. What do? I tell her, or she say, well, one guy came to me and asked me, well, who is your husband? I want to know something about your husband. She says she told him, hey, look, I don't give out my personal business, So, I deal with it. I try not to get involved as far as like, look, you're beautiful. They're going to be coming. I'm 59 years old. What you think they're going to do? And that's kind of my attitude with it, But, I mean, it's been, for me, a lot of things I found out after I got married to her, which makes it rough. And like I said, I really want to get one day one-on-one with you to talk with you because so many things I can't really share, don't want to share right now.
I understand.
But
listen, I'll tell you this. Right
overall,
you are you are winning the game. You are 59 years old. You're married to a 27-year-old woman. Dude, my woman just turned 36, and I'm Donovan fucking Sharp. So good for you, man. You're killing the game.
Well, I appreciate that, my brother. I really do. It's just like I said, I'm learning now. I was in one situation with her. Maybe after we have been married like 3 years, we got two little ones, too. We got a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old. And I begin to find out things about her. Then she kind of got upset when I began to find out the lie. And I found that out through just looking at Red Pill. And I'm like, wow, this woman has been lying to me all this time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how I found it out. But then eventually, after we went through our little disagreement with me finding out about her past and stuff like that, she eventually told me, well, I think you've been rough on me. I think I'm ready to go. I think I'm ready to go. I said, go.
There you go. Yeah, listen, never, ever, ever, and gentlemen, let this dude, and thanks for the call, area code 334, I didn't get your name. Never, ever, ever pass up an opportunity to let your woman know that she is free to leave at any time. Never, ever pass up that opportunity. Well, you're to this and you're to that. Well, sweetie, you are free to leave at any time. Well, Justin at the coffee shop flirt with me again. Listen, if you want to go be with Justin at the coffee shop, by all means, do not let me hold you back. I will roll out the red carpet for you, and trust me, baby girl, I'm going to be okay. I'll tell you a quick story. I'll actually tell you a quick story that happened this weekend, over the weekend, and I'm going to get to my phone calls. Area code, I've got a caller from overseas who's coming up next, followed by area code 832, followed by area code 347, 619, 682, 613, and 219. I'm gonna get back with you guys here in just a second. So I've been working very, very hard over the last, I don't know, month and a half or so, right? Well, Devon's company is going through a lot of changes, and because of Devon's position with the company and her expertise, her company's really been leaning on her hard to make these adjustments, make changes, and help with the transition. Well, what this means is that her workload has drastically increased. So both of us are working a lot of hours, and we just haven't been able to have as much sex lately. Well, finally, the other day, I told her, hey, listen, man, I know we're working, and I know you're working hard and this and that and the other, but you need to express a little bit more femininity. Now, at first she told me, well, listen, Donovan, that really hurts. It really hurt my feelings. It said that. I'm like, listen, I don't know what to tell you, sweetie. I mean, if it hurts your feelings, then it is what it is. You need to be more feminine. So what did she do? And again, you can't ask your woman to do and be something if you're not going to support it, right? So in order to get her back to where she is now, I paid for her to get her nails done, paid for her to get her toenails done, right? And she said to me, well, Donovan, if you want me to be more feminine, I need you to help me to be more feminine. I said, okay, I'm going to send you to get your nails done, get your toenails done. You need to go tan. I'm going to pay for you to get your hair done. And she got these eyelash extensions, right? Devon's eyelashes, I guess, are short and stubbly. I didn't really notice. I hadn't really noticed until yesterday. She says, Donovan, please let me get these eyelashes. Let me get these eyelash extensions. They're going to make me look so much better, so much more feminine. I said, all right, fine. Right? She says, listen, I'll pay for myself. No problem. Dude, her eyelashes are unbelievable. She's giving me a blowjob last night. I damn near put a hole through her head. She looked up at me with those big, beautiful lashes. Oh, slow down. The point is that you have to communicate with your woman what you want. I said, listen, the reason I'm not sexually attracted to you, the reason I'm not fucking you as much is because you're not feminine. Well, Donovan, I work and this and that. Hey, listen, handle it. What do you need from me to make you more fuckable? That's exactly what happened. So congratulations for Devon. Congratulations to Devon. Starting Valentine's night, she's gotten boned every night this week, and she's going to get boned again tonight. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Caller from overseas, your number ends in 0452. You're on Live with Donovan, and you go ahead.
Hi, Donovan. It's MT2 here.
Hey, MT2, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Now, you should be like 20 or 21 years old right now, right?
Yeah, I'm turning 21 in May.
Excellent. And now your girlfriend, the 19-year-old that you were dating, are you still dating her?
It's going absolutely fantastic.
Awesome.
We've crossed the 2-year mark in December last year, and it's going amazing. And I wanted to ask you a question about it. First of all, I wanted to say thank you for all the content you put out. Because of you and because watching since like episode 150 or 200, my relationship has been that fire.
Good.
I want to say the thing about paying for her to get her nails done, toes done, whatever, just to make her more feminine is exactly what I've been implementing. When she comes over, or I come over to her, to the city, and she's not waxed and she doesn't have money, I'm like, I'll send you money, go do it. However, I want to ask you a question, because she's in 12th grade, she's going to go to college, and she's going to come to my city. She's going to come with me and eventually live with me.
Okay.
And I don't want to not have the upper hand in a relationship anymore, but taking her in my house would probably mean splitting the rent, and I don't want to do that. And I have money to cover the rent by myself.
Sure.
And I was wondering, what's the best, I guess, not alternative, but what's the best option here? Should I move her in with me? Should I not? Because she's an amazing girl, and she's doing whatever the hell I wanted to do.
Okay.
So what's the thing here?
Listen, you've got 2 years in with this girl, and dude, I remember you had a couple of minor issues with her. I remember when I was back 2 studios ago, you would call in and say, "Here, Donovan, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z." She fell right into place. MT2, listen. At this point, she has done what is necessary to warrant your commitment. She has done what's necessary to this point to warrant your resources. Dude, she's a young, beautiful 18-year-old girl who loves and worships you. She has done everything that you've asked her to do. Move her in under one caveat, right? You need to explain to her, now listen, if I move you in, I'm going to pay all the bills because I'm a man and that's what I do. You have earned that from me, okay? You've earned that from me, but my house needs to be cleaned every day. I want home-cooked meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You make sure and never turn me down for sex. Keep my house clean. Don't cheat on me. Don't lie to me. Make my meals, and we're good to go. That's all she needs to do. And here's another thing. Sharp Assist actually puts this in. Make her invest a little bit of her money. Don't make her pay any of the bills. Maybe make her buy the groceries for the first 3 or 4 months. And the better she acts, okay, you don't have to buy the groceries anymore. She's invested 2 years into you. Dude, you've known her since she was in high school, right? She's 18 years old. She's about to get out and be on her own. Dude, move her in, because if she goes anywhere near university, all of that training you've done over the past 2 years, that's going right out the window. So, yeah, listen, congratulations to you, man, because I have followed this relationship with you for 2 years. And as far as I know, she is absolutely now ready, willing, and able to be your woman. Move her in. Don't let the world get a hold of her, and lock that chick down, man.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. It's been a whole journey with you, and I think a big advantage I have here is that I took her virginity. So yeah, that's one more big thing. But can I get one more question from you?
Absolutely.
So over the last 4 months or 5 months, she's been kind of falling off the fit bandwagon, so to say. She's been eating more crap and whatever because it's exam session, it's final exams. So how do I mean, granted, I've done the same thing. I put a bit on her belly, and I've kind of skipped the gym lately. So how do I get into it? How do I get her to be fit? Because should I lead by example? Should I just go hard at the gym and just get in shape and whatever?
You answered your own question, and because she follows you, you need to lead by example and vocally, right? I actually talk about this in Chapter 3, setting boundaries and expectations. You don't get the right to set expectations if you don't first set boundaries. And you can't set boundaries if you're not doing the thing that you're telling your woman to do. So I would say make this a 2-week process. For the first week, you make sure you're in the gym every day and tell her, I'm hitting the gym, I'm hitting the gym. By week 2, if she's not following your lead, you need to say, hey, look, check this out. I've been at the gym for a couple of weeks. You need to get your ass in the gym. You need to shape the fuck up and let her know, listen, I'm not going to live with a woman who lets herself get fat. I don't give a damn if it's final exams. I don't give a damn if you've just had my twins. I don't care. I'm not going to live with or commit to a fat woman. So you need to get your ass in the gym. And trust me when I tell you, based on what you've told me about this woman, she will follow. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Thank you, Donovan, so much for the advice.
MT2. Tom Brokaw says you got her at 16 and she's a virgin. Try to keep this going. So yeah, listen, MT2, you have hit what is considered to be the lottery in these parts. Do not blow all your winnings being, letting her do the things that'll put your relationship at risk. Move her ass into your house and make sure she knows and understands that you need 3 meals a day, sex on command, and a clean house, and you guys should live happily ever after, man. Congratulations.
No, she definitely does, Donovan.
Perfect. Very good. MT2, listen, I look forward to hearing from you soon, man. Thanks for the call. MT2 lives in Eastern Europe, and the women over in Eastern Europe are absolutely stunning. And listen, good for him. So he's about to be 21. He's 19, met her when she was 16. Took her virginity, and she follows him, whatever she wants. Now she's about to graduate high school. Yeah, man. Yeah, listen, it's possible. It's rare, but it's possible. It's possible. So good luck to him, man. Congratulations to him. All right, area code 832 is next, followed by area code 347. Area code 832, you're on live at Donovan. What is your name and location?
Yeah, Don, it's Vic, and I'm from H-Town.
Vic from H-Town. What's going on, brother?
Not bad. I just got from work, and luckily this topic came, and the people were discussing earlier about black women. Coincidentally, earlier my workers were talking about how, with their experience, black women were the least least clean, and we're always dirty, and they smell real bad down there. I just want to ask, based on your experience and your opinion, is this true, and if it is, why is it?
No. The black women that I've dated in my past, they've never been dirty or smelled bad down there. I'm not going to say that there aren't black women that don't fit the description that you just gave, but I can only speak from my experience. No. The black women I dated, it's not the reason why I don't date them. I mean, it wouldn't have anything to do with their smell. I mean, maybe other guys have these experiences. I don't. The reason I stopped dating black women is because, number one, they didn't want a guy like me, a lame, as they said, and number two, I didn't get any femininity from them. That was just all there was to it, man. I'll give you the last word.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about it. All right, well, that's it. That's all I got, man. But I appreciate the show.
Thanks for calling the show, Vic, from H-Town. Yeah, listen, I can only talk about my personal experiences. The black women I dated happened to smell very, very good. I just didn't get the femininity and submission that I wanted, nor was I really in position to really get that, which leads me, and before I get to area code 347, Ace in Spades with the $5 super test as Donovan supporting the show, I read his books. Do you think Alan Roger Curry is the exception to the rule for making black women submit? Yeah, he is. Alan Roger Curry is one of a very, very few men who not only loved black women. Now, Alan Roger Curry loved all kinds of women, but Alan was very good at making black women submit. That is not easy to do. Listen, some guys have what it takes and are willing to do what it takes to make black women submit. Alan had the skill, he had the know-how, and he had the patience. And he was able to do this for 30 plus years. His entire empire is built atop it. So to answer your question, Ace in Spades, yes, Alan Roger Curry is absolutely the exception to that rule. All right, let us go back to the phone lines. Let us go to area code 347. Area code 347, you're on live with Donovan. What is your name and location?
What's good, bro? How's it going? Jay from New York, man. How's it going?
What's going on, Jay from New York? What's up?
Bless the way. I'm good, man. Yo, man, I'm starting to realize more and more my best friend. I'm gonna start calling him Cypher from the Matrix. That's the dude that likes to stay in the Matrix.
Oh wow, called him Cypher. Oh shit, didn't Cypher end up like double crossing?
Exactly,
yeah,
man.
Like, didn't he kill Dozer and his brother Tank or whatever? Yeah.
Oh man. And the funny about it, like before I even seen this actual video, I was reading the top and I was reading it to him. And the fact is, when I was telling from another topic, from another YouTuber online, he made a subject about women cheat more than men, and which is a true fact because the numbers show that there's more females in this world than dudes. He does not believe that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, that is a true fact. Women want you to believe that they all this good girl crap and everything because they make certain dudes work for the pussy and all that shit.
That's right.
And others, they just give it for free and shit like that.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
He's just very, very blue pill. And the funny thing about it is also too, like, he'll try to counteract with just like how a woman does. Counteract with a blue pill logic and shit.
Yep.
Oh, you this because you're heartbreak. Oh, you're a black man. You came from a black woman. You know that shit. You know. And I was like, you know what? You name one particular fact that I could agree with you. She's a woman.
That's it.
Just like your mother's a woman, our auntie's a woman. So they're gonna suck dick just like any other woman and shit. I mean, they're gonna react of their true sexual nature.
Listen, you're never gonna convince your friend that women cheat more than men, but listen, we know women cheat more than men. And the reason we know they cheat more than men is because, A, they have more opportunities, right? Women sleep with more women than men sleep with women. The bottom 80% of women are competing for the top 20% of men, right? So if 80% of women are sleeping with the top 20% of men, then 80% of women are cheating when 80% of the men are not. That's number one. Number two, women are impulsive by nature. So you mix opportunity plus their impulsive nature, of course women are going to cheat more. I'll give you the last word.
Exactly, man. I was like, yo, I don't even have to Google this and everything. Just by learning from experience, that's what you go through and starting to pay attention.
Right.
And paying attention to men like you and Al Roger Curry, teaching us the real game and real knowledge, stuff like that. It's like, yo, this is why I try to explain to them. There's two different types of people when they find out, there's difference between react out of anger, like they say that the black pill, right. You know what I'm saying, violence the red pill, and they react out of anger, one of hatred. And there's a difference between starting to understand the nature of women, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to cry on their bullshit, but it's just I'm not going to react on hatred no more.
No,
I just accept them and learn how to better myself and better my relations with women.
I'm with you 100%. And thanks for the call, Jay in New York. Yeah, listen, man, like I said, it is very hard to blue pill. It's very hard to red pill your blue pill friends. You can hit them with all sorts of facts and women are this and women are that. They're not going to believe it until they experience it first. That's just all there is to it, man. That's all there is to it. I forgot James in Chicago was able to red pill his dad because his dad had had enough. Just like James in Chicago said, man, men don't take the red pill until they are ready. Unfortunately, your friend is not ready yet. All right, let's go to area code 619. Area code 61. Oh, wait a minute. Area code 619. I'm going to have to put you on hold because it is a lot of ticking. Let's go to area code 682. Area code 682. You're on Live with Donovan. What is your name and location?
Hey, Donovan. This is Mike from Dallas. How you doing, man?
How you doing, Mike in Dallas?
Hey, I had to call your show today. I've been wanting to call for a long time, but the story that you described early in the show, I have a friend that's going through the exact same thing with a male coworker.
Here we go.
And make a long story short, he's married. He's purple pilled.
Okay.
He's red pill aware, but he acts like his wife is the exception.
Oh, wow.
And the reason why I think this is ridiculous, and you're going to laugh when you hear this, the girl that he's married to, I dated in our early 20s. I'm 45.
Wow.
Right.
Oh, the plot thickens.
Right. So I know all about this girl. So, there's times when he tells me stuff and I'm like, well, I don't know, I'll feed him the truth and he just doesn't want to hear it.
Right.
But anyway, getting to the point of why I was calling, he actually, since they're having marital issues, go figure, because of all this, and that's just not the only reason, he's done what I consider to be the stupid thing, and I'm sure you know why I think this is stupid. He wants to go to marital counseling.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, wait a minute. Who brought this up? Did she bring this up, or did you bring it up? And I guarantee you, she brought it up.
Of course she did.
And he of course he's telling me it's a mutual decision. No, it ain't a mutual decision. She brought it up. You just simplified and agreed to it.
Right.
And what I've basically been telling him is, at this point, if you're having to go down that route, or you're even considering that an option, which I don't know why anybody would, your marriage is over.
Yeah, that's it.
To me, I think marriage counseling is a snake oil type of business.
Oh, yes.
I do not understand how these people are still living and breathing,
no one
and making money.
Mike, listen, Mike,
60 seconds.
And by the way, callers, you're hearing 60 seconds, 30 seconds. Don't worry. If you are in the queue, you will not get hung up on. Okay? So don't let the British blog talk voice scare you. If you are in the queue, you'll be able to stay on for at least another half an hour. Marriage counseling, Mike in Dallas, an excellent story. Marriage counseling is akin to a fat person buying an exercise bike, getting a gym membership. They do all of these things, but they have no intention of really using them to their fullest potential. What they're really doing that for is they're doing this to give themselves permission to take the easy way out, which in an overweight person's mind, that is the gastric bypass surgery. They know they need to lose weight. They know it's tough to lose weight, but they want to get a little bit of a head start. They want to get the shortcut. I've tried everything. I've tried exercise. I've tried diet, but the weight won't come off, knowing full well that they're not dieting and exercising regularly, right? So the doctor says, okay, well, we'll give you the lap band, or we'll give you, gastric bypass surgery. That's what they want. When a wife wants to get divorced, okay, she's going to use marriage counseling as that, well, I tried everything thing. And the reason she does that is so that she can tell her friends and her relatives and her colleagues, well, listen, man, we went to marriage counseling and that didn't work. We tried everything, including marriage counseling. There's just nothing we can do. Unfortunately for your friend, Mike, he doesn't know his marriage is over. Okay? She knows that the marriage has been over for 6 months. And your friend, Mike in Dallas, he's going to be shocked at how quickly his wife moves on when she parades her flavor of the week around his kids. I'll give you the last word.
Everything you just said, I have already told this man. I even went as far as to say, you show me one marriage counselor that's not a woman or a beta male.
Right.
They're all going to tell you they're all going to tell you are the problem, that you're too, overbearing. You're pushing your wife into this, but then somehow they're going to try to make her, tell her she's still accountable, but it's still his fault. Yes, I mean, it's a two-way street of just constant BS with these people. I've never known one person that went to marriage counseling and ever turned their marriage around. Well, I've never seen it. I'm 45 years old. I've never seen it.
Well, listen, I will tell you this, and thanks for the call, Mike in Dallas. Mike, you need to let what you're going to have to understand, Mike, is that your homeboy, he's going to get burned. He's going to, again, men only take the red pill when they seek it out. And they only seek it out because of trauma. I got cheated on, divorce, raped, paternity fraud. I say this all the time. Most lessons can be taught. Or I'm sorry, some lessons can be taught. Most of them have to be learned. As in, you got to put your hand on the stove. You got to burn your hand on the stove to stop from putting your hand on the stove. Your friend is going to have to go through the fire. That's just all there is to it, man. Area code 613. You are on the line with Donovan. And give me your name and location, please.
Bradley, Ottawa, Ontario.
Bradley from Ottawa, Ontario. How you doing, Brad?
I'm doing okay, Donovan. Donovan, I have a controversial question that might surprise you.
Okay.
Is too much femininity on a woman a potentially bad thing?
No, there's no such thing as too much femininity.
What?
There's no such thing as too much femininity. You can never, ever, ever have too much femininity in a woman.
Yeah, I think the reason why it's maybe entering my mind is because women are more. I feel like women are naturally more naturally more interested in one another, and I just feel like as if like my woman, because I have a girl and she does like the weirdest things with her girlfriends.
Like what?
And I'm just kind of wondering if she potentially one day could leave me to turn lesbian and to be with some other girl, because I just think that like,
yeah, that makes sense.
As high value as a man that I think I am, I feel like the average girl can like swipe in and like turn my girlfriend bisexual, if that makes sense.
Well, number one, every woman is bisexual, believe it or not, right?
Yeah.
Women are sexually attracted to men, right? They're also sexually attracted to each other, okay? And the reason, and listen, they're more sexually attracted to men than women, but they are sexually attracted to women. Women are how can I put this? Women are absolutely attracted to each other because women, dude, they're so much prettier than men. Like women, dude, have soft skin, they smell good, their bodies are shaped the most unbelievable ways. Women, we're attracted to women, but women are also attracted to each other because women are soft. We're hairy, we're smelly, we're sweaty, and we can do things to improve our appearance, but women are they're just softer than men, right? Now, that being said, that doesn't mean that women are more sexually attracted to women than men, but women are all sexually attracted to one another. Every woman on the face of this earth has experimented in some way with another woman on different levels. Maybe some have been, listen, there are girls who have made out with girls. There are some girls who have been on a full-on lip-locking session. Some girls have had sex with other girls, or some girls have fooled around sexually with other girls. But that in no way means that she is a lesbian. Just because a woman is bisexual does not mean she's a lesbian, because at the end of the day, caller, chicks prefer dick. And if you think your woman could possibly leave you for another woman, my friend, your value isn't high enough. I'm here to tell you. Listen, Devin has fooled around with other women. She hasn't told me this flat out, but I know she has because she's dropped hints and clues. Am I worried about her going and cheating on me with another woman? No, because my value is high enough such that she's not going to want another woman. Listen, we got to worry about other men coming in and swooping and taking our women. Okay, it is what it is. If your value's high enough, she's only going to have eyes for you. But if you're worried about other women coming in and swiping your woman, my friend, you've got a lot of work to do in the way of value. I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, no. It's not that I'm worried. It's just like I'm always cautious of like what could happen at any given time. I'm somebody that's just a natural thinker. I always think about the worst case scenario and the best case scenario at any given time.
Let me caution you. Let me caution you. This isn't a mental flaw, but thinking of the worst case scenario, overthinking things, that is a very feminine trait, my friend. Okay, don't worry about the why, worry about the what. Oh my God, if my wife could leave me for another woman. Okay, well, let me ask you a question, Bradley in Ontario. If you found out that, and maybe I'm just different, and I know maybe some guys will throw some shade at me. If Devin came to me and said, Donovan, I got me and my trainer, my female personal trainer, we kind of kissed the other day. I'd be like, okay. I wouldn't be upset because I don't know. To me, listen, listen. A lot of guys, I can't believe that she. Now, I would have to say, okay, well, if she's trying to fool around with a personal trainer, then I've got some work to do. I just don't take that seriously. As long as she is not penetrated by another man, I don't really care. Maybe there's something wrong with me in that regard, but I don't really take that too seriously. And oh, by the way, Devin's personal trainer is attracted to Devin, and her personal trainer is married. Like, dude, her and her husband will be over at our place drinking wine. Sometimes she'll come over. We'll be drinking wine. There have been times in the past where Devin's personal trainer, who is a very good friend of hers, comes to our place and they'll be drinking wine and, oh, I think that could be flirting. I'm like, oh, God, Devin's personal trainer wants to fool around with her and Devin probably wants to fool. Okay, whatever. Maybe there's something wrong with me there, but I don't really take that seriously. Nothing has happened that I know of, but if it were to happen, I don't give a shit. Or I don't give a shit that it happened. It just means that I need to step it up in areas so that she's not seeking sexual validation from other women. But in your case, I would caution yourself from staying away from overthinking things. I know it's gonna take some practice because that's just who you are, but don't outthink the room. Don't always think of the worst case scenario. What you need to ask yourself is, what do I need to do to make sure that she stays attracted to the people that she's the most attracted to, which is men? Your girl is gonna have some bisexual tendencies. All girls do. Every girl has kissed other girls. This is just a fact of life here in 2020. But if you are really genuinely worried about her leaving you for another woman, I think you need to take a look in the mirror. Thanks for the call, Brad in Ontario. Very, very interesting phone call. Very interesting. Listen, I know guys are like, what the fuck, Donovan? If Devin messed around with it, maybe there's something wrong with me, but I really wouldn't be upset. Devin's personal trainer is a good-looking lady. So if she were to, hey, listen, all right, well, next time you guys are about to fool around, you need to let your boy know, right? Let your boy know. That way I can be in that sandwich. You know what I'm saying? All right, our last phone call of the day. Let us go to area code 630. Area code 630, you're on live at Donovan. What is your name and town?
Hey, Donovan, this is Matt from Chicago, Illinois. How you doing?
Chicago, how you doing, brother?
Thanks for taking my call.
Absolutely.
So I got an interesting question here for you. By the way, I'm a long-time listener, and I appreciate what you're doing, man. So
absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you for saying that.
So, I took the red pill about a couple of years ago. I'm turning 30 in 5 days. So, okay, wow. I know that women treat men differently. They treat, who they want to date, who they want to provide for, who they want someone to provide for, etc. And I've noticed that as women get older, hitting 30, they're treating me differently. So for example, Friday I went out with this girl. It was the first date. It went well. She escalated towards me. I mean, she kissed me, and then she invited me back to her place. And obviously, we all know what's going to happen.
You
right?
banged her, yes. What happened? Sex
and right. And but then when I went to get her clothes off, she's like, "Look, I want to go toward the second date, so my clothes aren't coming off." And I'm like, well, wait a second. I'm noticing that, women treat, and it's not just me, it's my friends too, who are all turning 30, they're 31, these are the guys who are single and unmarried, the guys that are holding out, kind of appreciating the bachelor life.
Right.
And so, I just figured I'd come to you and see if you had anything to say on that. Like help. Like why are women, seeing me as a provider instead of a lover? Because is it just the age difference or what?
Now you're about to turn 30. How old was the girl that you took out who said, "Well, I want the second date, so my clothes aren't coming off"?
28.
So she's 28. Here's what's happening, Matt. This 28-year-old that you are dating, she used to be 18. She used to be 20. She used to be 22. She used to be 24. Okay? She's approaching what we call in the manosphere the wall. The wall is when a female takes a drastic nosedive in terms of attraction. Okay? Seeing this impending collision with the wall, women will try to extrapolate resources from men at a higher price. Okay? This 28-year-old is not worth what she was when she was 18. Yet, she's expecting you to pay the 18-year-old price. So what she's going to do, she's going to dingle it out there like she's going to sleep with you. And then right at the last second, that last minute resistance, well, I want the second date, so my clothes aren't coming off. So the long and the short of why these women are acting like this is because they think they can still get the same things from men like you when they were 18 years old, now here at 28 years old, not understanding that most men like yourself who are red pill aware know that you're not going to commit to a woman that you're going to sleep with on the first date over the age of 25. Are you kidding me with that? Right? So what to do in this? Now, let me ask you this. If I were in that situation, let's just say I were single and I'm in Vegas. I get a girl back to my apartment. We're kissing around. We're fooling around. Everything is going well. And she says, wait a minute, Donovan. I want that second date so my clothes aren't coming off. And I would tell her, well, I want your clothes to come off so you're not getting that second date. And then I fold my arms and I look at her. Okay? I'm the one in the power position, my friend. You, Matt in Chicago, you don't need a woman's commitment. You don't need a woman. You don't need sex from women. You can get sex from women for next to nothing anytime you want to. What she is attempting to do is she is attempting to sell you something. She is attempting to price gouge you for something, which is her vagina, for something that is freely given away like Halloween candy, and you didn't fall for it. That's what's happening. The older women are, the more they require for their services. When they're young, they're giving away their pussies all over the place because they still got all the time in the world. When they get older, they're like, uh-oh, I can't give this away for nothing anymore. I need to get something in return and try to lock you down. This is the difference between a woman who is 18 years old and a woman who is 28 years old. These women are treating your friends like this because they think that they can get from you what they used to get freely for next to nothing. And that's not happening anymore.
Absolutely. Now, would you say then, to follow up, would you say to have maybe like a certain dating range where, like, look, if I want something casual, don't date anybody above 26 or 25 or something like that? Because I'm fully aware of the wall. And here's the funny part. She was shamelessly honest about it. You know, she's like, no clothes off, no sex, a second date. I want a relationship. Like right out of the gate. She doesn't know me, but she wants a relationship. She wants me to just kind of orbit around and be there. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm with you 100%. No, as far as casual sex is concerned, if you're just wanting 2 or 3 or 4 girls to have sex with, age is nothing but a number. Dude, I've had casual sexual relationships with women as old as 46 years old, as young as 19 years old. Like, it doesn't matter. Listen, maybe 30, 35 years ago, maybe women of a certain age are only good for casual sex. But listen, man, you've got 22, 23-year-old girls running around here with 500 bodies, man. Like, dude, a 23-year-old hot girl who slept with 200 guys, you can't commit to her. Are you kidding me? So what you're going to have to understand is that girls have the same mentality. You have to understand this too, Matt, Chicago. Women are always the last to know they've hit the wall, right? That 28-year-old thinks that she is 18. She wants to act like she's 18 years old, but she knows she's not. That's why she angled for the commitment after the second date. If she were 18 years old, she wouldn't have brought it up. She'd be like, well, listen, I've got 100 other offers from all these other guys because I'm 18. She's 28 years old. She doesn't have too many other offers. That's why she's trying to lock you down. That being said, you're going to meet women of all ages who are just good for casual sex, and that's it. So I wouldn't make your age range between a certain area. I would just say hit on, have sex with, date the women that you are the most attracted to. I'll give you the last word, Matt.
Fair enough. No, I appreciate your time. I mean, I guess it's just a matter of taking more red pills and going out there and spitting the game and just fighting the good fight. I mean, I saw the video clip that you had a while back that it's like, look, it's not easy. Like doing game, picking up women, all that stuff. It's hard work. And, I appreciate that, man. So I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Absolutely. And Matt, one more thing before you go. You're 29. You're about to turn 30. You are about to enter the dawn of your sexual prime, okay? As a 29-year-old man, that is equivalent to an 18-year-old female. An 18-year-old female is at the dawn of her sexual prime. Men, we don't hit our sexual stride until we're well into our 30s, okay? So right now, a 29-year-old man, that is equivalent to an 18-year-old girl who's about to self-actualize herself sexually. Matt, the party is just beginning, and it only goes up from here. You heard that guy. Guy's 59 years old, married to a 27-year-old. I've got a millionaire client out in San Diego, 52 years old. He's got a 24 and a 26-year-old in his rotation, and because he's about to start a business, he's thinking about dropping them. Okay? It absolutely can be done. Matt, you have plenty of time. Don't be in a rush. Enjoy the ride. I wouldn't think about a long-term relationship until I am 38 years old. Until then, dude, smash and pass until your cock falls off, man.
Shit, man. I appreciate you, dude. Will do.
Not a problem, man. Thanks for the call, Matt in Chicago. Yeah, man, you got these 28 and 29-year-old bitches out here trying to act like they think they're 18 years old. No sex. The clothes aren't coming off without a relationship. Well, I guess we're not going to have a relationship, right? Well, is this a relationship? You mean sexual relationship? Then yes. Yes. If we have, well, I don't want to have sex unless we're in a relationship. Well, if we have sex, we are now in a sexual relationship. That's a relationship, right? Fuck that. Fuck out of here with that. Sammy Jones with the $5 super chat. Says, new subscriber, very good content. I follow ARC, you and Rom Wills. I am probably going to buy some of your work. Appreciate that. Sammy, listen, man. Send me an email, tsr@donovansharp.com, and I will send you a coupon. I'll send you a coupon for 25% off any of my courses, Sammy Jones. Big shout out to Whitney Young, who is a new member of TSR Towers. Excellent, excellent episode today, guys. Very good calls. Dude, shout out to James in Chicago, who red-pilled his father. Shout out to that guy. Holy shit. Mike in Dallas, listen, I hope your friend doesn't get burned. He probably is. Nothing you can do about that. Shout out to my guy, an area code 334, 59 years old, married to a 27-year-old. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Ace in Spades with a $5 super chat says, Donovan, in her mind, do you think a woman is trying or making an effort when she recommends marriage counseling? Coach Corey Wayne used to say this. No, Coach Corey Wayne is 100% wrong. When a woman suggests marriage counseling, she is not making an effort. When a woman suggests marriage counseling, she is trying to make it look as though she is making an effort. She's not making an effort. It's just like I told the guy on the phone, and I forgot which caller it was. When a woman suggests marriage counseling, dude, she's already got one foot out the door. All she's doing with marriage counseling is fulfilling the obligation to make it look like she gives a shit. Well, you know, Donna, she divorced Barry. Yeah, did you hear Donna and Barry got divorced? Yeah, well, Donna told me they went to marriage counseling. I guess nothing could help. No, Donna knew she was going to get a divorce from Barry, but she needed to spin the narrative to try to make herself not look like the bad guy. Wait a minute. Donna's already got a boyfriend a week and a half after Barry moved out. Well, yeah, don't you remember? She went to marriage counseling, so at least she tried. No, Coach Corey Wayne is 1,000% wrong. When a woman suggests or is trying to go to marriage counseling, she's not making an effort. She is trying to give the illusion of making an effort. Do not get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. Big thanks goes out to my super chatters. Greg Cox, $3. Grovelite, $5. Greg Cox, another $2. Neil Walls, $2. Ace and Spades, $2. Big Brandon, $2. Says, my bad on the clicking. Club TSR, hashtag security. Ace and Spades, $5. Sammy Jones, $5. Ace and Spades, another $5. Big thanks go out to my new members in the chat. You guys now have chat privileges. Colonel Sanders the 16th, Charles Reinhardt, Dooney Smith, Nicholas Skeels, and now Whitney Young. Whitney Young. Again, guys, to support the show and support your dreams, go to donovansharp.com/Gorilla Mind Rush. Make sure you get your hands on my free ebook, 16 Ways to Disqualify Her for a Long-Term Relationship. All you have to do is go to donovansharp.com/newsletter and subscribe to the email list. No, I'm not going to blow up your inbox. You guys have nothing to worry about there. If you want to learn how to live the player life, want to hear all the stories and the instructions, how to master the game is going to be the course that you need. Go to donovansharp.com/courses for that. All of these links are in the description. If you want to know how to build a woman from the ground up to be obedient, submissive, and how to build a quality woman is for you. If you want to get in on the weekly webinars that I host every Sunday evening or Sunday afternoon at 2:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, be sure to become a patron at patreon.com/DonovanSharp. This episode will be available on sharpstream.com. The podcast versions to this episode will also be on Patreon. So be sure and keep a lookout for that. That is going to do it for this edition of TSR Live. Again, my thanks to all of my callers, all of my super chatters. I appreciate your support. I'm going to be on from now on, weekdays at 1:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.